Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rift. Johnny here, and today we're playing Garen into a renekton, and we're playing with the runes you see on screen. Now, we're gonna see that this matchup is not as tricky as you might think, because renekton becomes really strong in lane once he's got his fury built up, but of course that's not the case straight away. We also see this renekton does not have ignite, and he plays with domination secondary, so he doesn't have bone plating either. So he's not that strong level 1. So what I'm gonna try here is just to get the push on the wave, while also getting some chunk onto him. I'm gonna keep going in here, because I have Conqueror. So you see, it's a very advantageous trade for us. And he can't really approach the... I might lose that last hit back there, but I value pressuring these last hits so he's not able to access them. I should have queued for that one. Trying to save my ability there. Okay. Kind of getting creep blocked really badly. So one thing to keep in mind is that they have a Shaco. So what that means is that very often we're gonna get cheesed pre-minute 3. So with that in mind, this is also why I wanted to do the second wave crash, because the wave is now pushing back into me, and when it's pushing back into me, I don't need to worry about putting myself in a dangerous position for last hits. It's gonna be, I'm just gonna spin for these. There we go. So we want to let the wave gently push into me. If we could hold it and prevent him from crashing it, it would be ideal. But of course, not always possible. Renekton has a fully built Fury bar. You can see he had used his Fury, so that was a good moment for us to get a little trade in. I don't think I'm able to... actually, we can hold the wave with W here. Put a ward down there too. That ward helps us understand what he's trying to do, right? Is he going for a reset? Is he trying to cheese us? Okay, really unfortunate here that I didn't actually stick. Wasn't able to stick to him, but we still get it. Perfect. So you can see Shaco was gunning up for counter gank there. So very important here, I have to prioritize my own wave. And it does suck that my jungler dies. Now, this may have been a mistake, but when you think about it, renekton has TP. So he's going to be back in lane momentarily. And if I had gone here to help my jungler, sure, we might have killed the Shaco, right? Oh, still here? Okay. Okay, lots going on here to talk about. I'll just use my potion. So that is the reason I didn't have my jungler. Now, is my jungler gonna be mad at me? Probably. But we have to be comfortable with people being mad at us for decisions we make in the game. We have to try to make the best decision, and then we analyze. If that wasn't the best decision, we try to learn from it. But that's why I didn't go for it, because renekton was going to teleport, come back with items, and I was going to be in a bad position. Now you see that kind of happened here anyway, because Shaco stopped my recall, but at least we got the kill back on him. So it's not all bad, but we are in the situation where I actually have quite a bit of gold unspent, right? So once again, it's a little bit tricky. And what we have to do now is find a way to reset and go buy items, because I have way too much gold, right? This is all value that I could have in terms of combat stats that I don't have. So this is also why I'm probably not going to be able to fight the renekton too much. And my main goal is going to be to try to play for the wave whenever I can, whenever he allows me. I'm gonna take this suboptimal recall here, and I'll also explain why that is. So this is a cannon wave. It takes him a little bit longer to get through it. And I made the decision of buying boots as well. So I'm gonna get back slightly faster because of it. And I'm making a calculation here that he's probably not gonna get a plate out of this. You can see we lost 1 melee, and I'm here in time to get my cannon. So that's actually pretty good for us, right? Because now it's a completely different picture. Now he's got a ruby crystal, and we have an insane item advantage. I'm just gonna spin on him here, by the way. Yeah, that's fine. My jungler is still top side. Well, not still, but like he's around top side. Try to put a deeper ward down, because the thing is Shaco obviously is invisible, right? So we can't always see him coming. Get this in. I also did go for Berserker's Greaves. Kind of an unpopular boots choice. Most people are building Swifties now, and I agree with that. I think Swifties objectively is a better set of boots to go for. Specifically when I go for Conqueror and I want to try to stat check my opponent, I find that Berserker's Greaves is actually quite a good option. But to be fair with you, I'm also experimenting myself and see what feels better in this patch. So let's have a crack. I actually meant to cue the renekton there, so my bad. Okay, so he's got Phage. I'll try to punish the last hits here. So this last hit is going down. He's not getting it. Okay, if you want to get those last hits, you're gonna get some pretty heavy damage onto you. So that's the decision. We try to force him to make a decision, right? Do you want the last hit? Well, if you take it, I'm gonna full combo you, right? And that's what we're gonna try to do repeatedly here. Until then, we'll allow the wave to just be as it is and simply last hit. He's gonna be bleeding last hits the whole time. You can see last hits are going down. He's missing a bunch of it. We'll just ping missing for my team. There's a chance that he's just doing grubs with his jungler. So what I'm gonna do is nuke the backline here so we can shove it faster. Get that, and let's get a recall. I'm just assuming they're on this objective, by the way. I don't think it's worth it for me to like walk up and try to check them, like face check them there, because realistically there's nothing I can do to stop it since my jungler is also not around. But renekton lost about a wave and a half from our slow pushing and then the hard push. So that's still really good for me, and I'm gonna hit level 9 very soon. And now I have Phage, he has Phage, but I also have Berserker's Boots on top of that. So I'm just gonna look to freeze the wave here, so it becomes really awkward for him. Perfect. Now you're gonna see the same idea, right? We're guarding the wave here. Does he want last hits? Well, if you do, you're gonna have to walk up. Turns out he's trying to fight my team there, which is a bit annoying. But the wave is in a frozen position, so I can try to run and make a difference here, but I have to be careful. Okay. Yeah, perfect. So, okay, Shaco is gonna mess with me a little bit here. Oh, good. The wave's still frozen, by the way. Looks like, okay, just a clone. No problem. So I'll try to keep the wave frozen in this position. We're gonna heal back with passive slowly, and all the while renekton has been bleeding XP. It's a fantastic position for us. And one thing there that I did in that little skirmish was hiding behind the wall. Kind of a small thing, but they didn't know I was there because of that, right? Otherwise, they probably wouldn't have chased into us like that. So that's also really cool little trick, I guess. Okay, perfect. Oh, you want the last hit? Cool. Boom. He's 2 levels down. How can he play the game right now? Very difficult for him. We also see Shaco. So we're not worried about getting ganked right now either.
Fight with those who cannot.
That's really good damage we got in because he's now getting close to my execution range with ult. I don't quite have ignite, so it's not as easy without it. We also have to keep in mind with renekton, he gets a bunch of extra HP when he ults. Right?
Justice by law or by sword.
Just guarding these. Guarding every last hit, right? If he goes for it, I'm gonna cue your face. This is actually one of the learning objectives from my coaching session with Alois, the man himself. It's like, guard every last hit. Especially when we're stronger than him like this. Now, in this situation, I actually want to go back to base. Regardless of whether we get a kill on renekton, we're already destroying the lane, right? We have a huge advantage, so it's actually gonna speed up my game to go back to base. Ooh, missed. Okay, get that. It's gonna speed up my gameplay to go back and buy my full item. So let's prioritize that. And then, okay, that's fine. Not gonna buy anything else. And now with a full item, it's a full shave. It's a, if he walks up, full shave, right? Straight away full shave. By the way, I want to ask you guys for help. If you're enjoying the content, please help me out. The channel is in a pretty tough spot. YouTube is no longer recommending my videos. So if you enjoy the videos and you get value from them, a great way to help me stay in the game, just post a comment. Post a comment, tell me your favorite part of the video or something that you didn't like, or just post your favorite emote. It helps me so much, you wouldn't believe. So also, you know, subscribing to the channel is great if you can do that too. But yeah, I do hope you are enjoying the content. And I think renekton is discouraged, to put it mildly, right? He's kind of ditching here, ditching the lane.
Is the first of many foes.
Okay. So very important too, when we are in a winning position like this. Look at this, they have a 4-in-1 Shaco. The worst we could do is feeding this Shaco. I don't quite have a shutdown. Okay. Okay. I'll kill this guy. I still have my W here. Might not be able to win that. Yeah, Okay. Lucian was also coming, so I'm also happy with my decision. My team is a little bit cheesed out. Straight away wants to surrender here. But we're having a really good game, so of course we are not gonna surrender. And I'm actually gonna redeploy bot. Oh, quick surrender. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rift. Johnny here, and today we're playing Garen into a karthus. I mean, I'm very confused by this draft. I thought it was completely upside down and we were up against a Shen. But yeah, it is what it is. So it's a no flash karthus. He plays with exhaust. And we are playing with the runes you see on screen. I think straight away, and we can see, by the way, like enemy jungler is hovering. Ah. Well done, sir. I'm thinking of trying to cheese this karthus early with Conqueror. Auto E, full spin, final auto at the end. That's the maximum damage we can do, right? So it's already kind of unplayable for him, as long as I don't make a mistake. Okay. So the thing with Karthus is he actually can out-spam you, or he can like spam you out of lane, right? Okay, it looks like Zed is invading. But he actually has to land his Qs pretty consistently, which not a lot of Karthus players can do, at least in my elo. So I think we're gonna be in a fine position here. I don't want to necessarily shove the wave out too much, because if I can get him to walk up the lane, then we have the ability to run him down. Keep it here. My jungler is also around top side. He just found out that he got his camp stolen, so he's gonna be upset. Ooh, okay, sorry, missing my last hits here. I'm kind of trying to track. Okay, he walked out of position. There you go. That's what I was watching for. It's a moment where he walks out of position. I'm pretty sure the flash is necessary to like get in range for the auto. So I don't mind doing that. He's got TP, so he'll be back very quickly. Get that last one. Let's go back. Okay. Pretty cool. Let's just mute everybody, because you can see, just like last game, by the way, like my team is already tilted. We haven't even begun the game. You'll see this in your games. Very important, right? A lot of the times your team will have one thing go wrong for them, and their mental is already down the drain. Make sure that's not the case for you. If you can be the one consistent thing from game to game, even when stuff goes wrong, you stay strong, that's gonna make a massive difference. And you're gonna have a huge edge over everybody else who's losing their mind. I mean, you guys saw in part 1 of this video that we were super fed, but my team didn't even allow me to play out the game, right? They just surrendered. And sometimes that's going to be the case, and it's out of your control, so we can't really stress too much about it, or at least it's not productive. Once again, keeping the wave frozen here. Do you want last hits? Well, you're gonna have to walk up, right? And that's where we get you. My jungler is here too. Okay, good slow by him. Put a ward down so I can still find him here. Okay. That's fine. That's a good chunk, and I can go back to my wave now. So even if we don't kill him, this is winning, because the lane is in a position where he cannot walk up, right? Look at that.
Our courage must never
I mean, if he does walk up, he's truly a psychopath. I'm just gonna shave the wave a little bit because it's too massive. I want to be able to hold it. And we keep trying to dodge. Okay. Really? How much HP was that? He lived with like 0 HP, man. Okay. All right, all good. We're still gonna, at the end of the day, right? We're still gonna get the wave in. Make sure I get my cannon here.
Demacia marches as
I don't think I can help with that. I think my jungler is fine. I want to prioritize getting the plates myself, because that makes a much bigger difference for me. There we go. Okay. Pretty good start. This Karthus was not ready. He was not ready. To be fair, this is a very hard lane for him to play out under these conditions. He also doesn't have flash, right? So if he makes one positioning mistake, we're gonna hard punish him. But that's also our job. We have to not allow him to get away with this greedy Karthus top setup, right? That's our job. So let's focus up here. He's also pushing into me. That makes my job easier. Because once again, the way we can get kills onto him is if he's out of position, right? The best way for us to achieve that is if he has to walk up for last hits all the way here. So we're gonna keep the wave in this position just like before. And meanwhile, while he doesn't walk up, he's losing a ton of last hits, right?
fear is the first of many.
And perfect. We'll just W here for some resistances. That's a Shen right there. Okay.
Charge! I will not falter. Show them this
Let's delete
Demacia.
most of the wave, because if Shen decides to stay, he would be able to help him crash it, and I don't want that. So he's still in a terrible position, by the way. Okay. I'm just gonna ignite him because I don't want him to live on 1 HP like before. Just in case that happens. Okay, sweet. Zed actually ended up dying, so the game's looking much better than the prior one already. Make sure I get the plate here.
Forge onward.
Okay. Interesting, so Karthus decided to chase down my jungler.
Savor life's chosen path.
Hopefully jungler... Well, no. I think my jungler's dead here. Yeah. Okay. Well,
Never forget.
he could have run away, I'm pretty sure. He didn't... He could have backed out of that project at any point, but that's okay. It happens. On the plus side, he wasn't able to shove the wave in.
We fight for those who cannot.
So at least there's that. I think also he might have reset altogether, which then opens up for me to take more plates.
Our deeds shape the future.
Okay. I'll just W here in case he's landing some Qs. Uh-huh. Honestly, I don't think I'm too worried about the Zed here, yeah. That's fine.
Be bold.
Put a ward down in case they're cheesing me in the bush. Perfect. So nothing much changes in the sense that our strategy is still going to be very similar. Look, the cannon's going down, right? So if he wants to go for the cannon, I'm going to punish him. He played discipline there.
Vile scourge. Forward.
It's also really good, or just auto at the end of it. If we can get these chunks, even if we don't kill him, we just put him at a certain HP where, like, the next combo, he's going down, right? Also makes him much more scared to play. Okay, here we go. Once again, this guy plays with no flash. So things like that are possible and have no counterplay in that sense too.
I'm coming.
Let's delete the wave real quick. There we go. Okay, super nice start. Also, let's take stock regarding what's happening on the rest of the map while we're going back.
Our courage must never waver.
Okay, I got my stride breaker now. And the game is overall still pretty even. We got a double CS advantage over this guy, which is insane. And he's on Lost Chapter,
Our land.
so we have an insane item advantage. Okay, good. Get him to use his thingy. I'll just delete the wave here. It's a bit different now that I have my item. I can actually up my,
As one.
you know, my progression or like my speed here in the lane. I'll let the wave start hitting my own wave and go. Cool. Once again, don't have to kill him. We just bring him down so that the next combo will do it. And now he's got a tough decision to make. Does he stay under tower with this HP? Enemy jungler is also very low, as we can see there.
The scoundrel will pay.
And he's decided to go back. That's also... Wait. Okay. You're not allowed to stay there, buddy. Sorry. You're not allowed. I'm just gonna get his full turret here. 14 minutes in, it's actually a pretty good timer for us to get this turret.
First of many foes.
Shove one more if we can, and then get out of here. Okay. So, great position to be in right now. Oh, all right. Gonna be a bit annoying. I'm still gonna go back and get my items here. Ooh, nice. Nice kill there. Yeah, so the Drake is in play.
Onward.
That probably gives me quite a bit of space to play around top side. Now let's see here. Okay. Perfect. So all we had to do was clip him with the stride breaker. And this is why I was I was telling you guys it's so difficult for this guy to play the game, right? With this setup, like no flash and also an immobile mage like this, it's free food for us. Even if he can be oppressive in lane early on, which he didn't manage to be this time, but like it doesn't pan out, right? Because as soon as we hit the mid game and we got like Strike Breaker, he cannot survive.
We fight for those who cannot.
Tanking a bit too much there. Okay. This is fine too. So while he's collecting that, I'm going to try to make something happen elsewhere on the map too. Okay, perfect. Sweet. So this should guarantee the Drake for us. The support being down.
Be bold. Be just.
Can't we just kill this Nyla here? I should just use her little dash. Okay, just waiting for my Q to come back. And there we go. Perfect.
Just like that.
All right. And now we have a free Drake here. 8. Ooh. See if I can get here in time.
For Demacia.
Yeah. I'll try to give the kill to my Galio there because he did also work for it. But make sure I get the assist at the very least. Okay, my team has full control here. They can take the Drake if they choose to do so. Let's just go back, get more lethality, get back top. Now, in the meantime, this Karthus got a tower. Do I care? No. He's 50 CS behind. He's 0 and 5. At this point, I much more value shutting down the rest of the enemy team while also accelerating my own farm. So I don't really care that this guy now has Torch. Like, he has 0 HP with this build too. So once again, we just run him down. It's very easy for us. Okay, keeping an eye on my jungler here in case he needs me. Is it a he or a she? Not sure. Not too sure. Okay. Just kill you? Yeah. Okay. Didn't manage to escape actually. Okay, so Zed is quite fed. It's something for us to keep in mind too. He doesn't have his second item yet, and I got 2 items plus a little bit, but actually dove under tower, and that was a bit too greedy. So we pay for that. That's okay. You know, mistakes are gonna happen. Ultimately, I'm not too scared about Zed because it's still quite easy for me to work around him, right? If he's going to try to one-shot me in fights, then I can do things like just use my W to survive, or basically use my move speed to make him miss some of his abilities. It's not that bad. But, of course, we want to avoid feeding him again. Let's grab the red buff real quick. Okay. And I'm gonna shove this wave all the way to tier 2. While my team is kind of posturing here. I'm not too scared, even if they end up dying. Nothing too bad can happen there. So, realistically, nobody can really match me here. And Zed is using his stuff in mid, so in that sense, I'm also not worried. Okay. Now, while this guy is receiving the wave, he's just a passive passenger. Right. Nice try with the shield, but simply not enough in this case. And I'm gonna redeploy from here so that I can also pick up my next item. So this is really big for us. Let's take a scanner 2. I'll explain why. This is really big for us. So we're sitting on our 3rd item. Zed is the only person close to getting to that. And we're in a great position to contest all these objectives coming up. Once again, let's shove this all the way to tier 2. So we can create as much pressure as possible. The karthus is definitely farming up. But again, I don't think I really care, because we're always going to be ahead of him at this point, unless we make mistakes. I don't see enemy team. Yeah. Okay. So Zed is here. I don't know if I can steal this from him. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Oh, here he is. My ult didn't go off. Okay, that was very weird. You could hear the sound of my ult, but I guess he canceled it with his... Wait. Okay, looks like Shen is coming to the rescue. Can I get my Q off? Yeah, there we go. Cool. Make sure my team is getting the Atakan. Nice. I'm gonna stick around because I want to play for this Drake. Make sure we end up getting it. They're not gonna contest it. Instead, they're going for my team in mid. Oh, Galio is a beast, man. He's still alive. Awesome. Okay. I'm very satisfied. I want to go back now and buy more components. All right. Excellent. Next item we're going to build is Grudge. By the way, if you guys want these item sets, you can join my Discord. There's a link down below in the description, and they're available for you. You can one-click import them and start playing with them too. I think that the lethality setup is the strongest by far right now for Garen. So I highly recommend you guys give that a try too. Okay, so we're sitting pretty at 10-1. It's up to what? This game is in our hands, ultimately, right? So let's make damn sure nothing is going to go out of our control here. Now, I don't see any enemies, right? So, yeah, okay. Zed is here, as I kind of expected. He is sitting on 3 items. Okay, he used some abilities there. Okay. We can catch him here. I'll just ult, because honestly, I don't know Zed enough to know what his cooldowns are. I don't know if he's gonna get his cooldowns back. So, we just ult him. He's the only fed person on the enemy team. So, if we're shutting him down, there are no threats on the map for us. I can take this tower absolutely for free. If anyone comes here to defend, I will dive them. Perfect. And we keep skyrocketing our finances here.
Keep faith in yourself.
Look at my tower damage, guys. It's insane.
I will not falter.
Amazing.
Stay resolute.
Well, if they're going for my team there, I think we just take the inhib.
Fear not. I'm coming.
I don't really care if Zed is getting some kills. Honestly, I could even... Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's gonna be GG. I have a lot of gold though, so let's go back. Okay. Well, we're gonna be full build very soon. If we keep this up. Edge of Night final item, I think it's gonna be pretty nice. More damage, plus the spell shield, always nice to have. Always nice. Okay, Baron is up, and we also have Drake coming up in a minute. Holy moly, the creep block is real.
Protect our land.
Let's get some pressure here. So, check it out. Top is already pushing automatically, right? Because we got the inhib. That is the value of getting the inhib. Let's see if I can make it to this fight before my team dies.
Marcia marches as one.
May you find joy.
Okay, I'll kill that guy in the back line.
Don't get comfortable.
Yeah, perfect. I'm glad I did that too.
Watch my back.
Now, Karthus is pushing my tier 2. Honestly, at this stage, I don't care if Karthus gets a tier 2. I'm going to play for this inhib down here.
In the king's name.
They're likely, yeah, gonna send Zed to defend.
Stand ready.
Okay. Well, I want to make sure we can get this Drake. That's my main concern.
What we do is right.
Cool. Got that too. Boom. Zero chance for counterplay. My team's getting there really fast. Okay, awesome. In this case, it's also very easy for us as Garen, right? Because there's like one high value target that I'm looking for.
First of many foes.
Wait. Whoa, this guy is running it. He is actually 2 and 9. Wow. Well, I'll take it. We take those two, man. Wait, Shen, hold up, buddy. Okay. Right. You can run away, we're just destroying your base, so
All right.
I'm okay with that.
Fight.
Cool. Awesome. All right, let's bring it home. All the fancy Zed mechanics can't beat the good old tried true Garen. I hope you guys enjoyed today's banger video. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.